FS2 College Hoops is sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. Moments away from tip-off at the Mattamy Athletic Center in Toronto. Taking a look at the starting lineup, sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. And for all of these young girls here, Kim Adams, not only are they watching one of their own, Aaliyah Edwards, but they get to watch one of the best players in the world, Paige Beckers.
Yeah, we know Paige Becker is back this season after missing all of last year. And she's thinking forward, and she is playing as well as she ever has.
Ready to go. Aaliyah Edwards wins the tip. The Huskies in the Navy. Toronto Metropolitan University unbeaten on their regular season in the home whites. On the three, they believe in their perimeter shooting.
Yeah, they're a confident group. They recognize this opportunity, and Gino Oriama, that's got to make him happy from KK Arnold. Yeah, maybe the opposite of some home cooking there. Aaliyah just got to settle into her home country a little bit.
Played here a number of times. There's Ashlyn Shade, Kim Adams, and she is turning into quite the player for the Connecticut Huskies. Paige Beckers from downtown.
And we're seeing the pace that this UConn team wants to play with. It's a little bit of a smaller lineup that they're going with. Really 4 guards in the lineup. Nika Mule getting the ball to the middle of the floor and over to Paige.
Berg gave her a message, and she has answered the bell since. Shade. Ashlyn Shade, this freshman class keeps coming on.
Yeah, you see the IQ of Shade. You'll see it throughout the game, and it was a really solid screen set by Aaliyah Edwards right in the middle of the paint to free up Shade.
I'm not surprised at all at Shade's 22 points, a career high against Butler on Monday night. Arnold with more defense. KK Arnold gliding, and one for KK.
KK Arnold, I would describe as a menace on the defensive end. She will get right up into the ball handler, active hands, getting into passing lanes. And now we've seen her force a couple of early turnovers.
What a start by these Huskies. Coming to Toronto, Aaliyah Edwards with the putback. Carly Clark on the other side, the Toronto Metropolitan head coach by Kia Nurse. It was 6 years ago that Aaliyah Edwards watched Kia Nurse inside this building. Now it's her time to shine as a Husky. It's growing in this area.
Yeah, this is, as we said off the top, this country, the city of Toronto. Ooh, Ashlyn Shade. Just, that young woman can shoot the ball, but the WNBA held a game in the city of Toronto for the first time in May. They sold out Scotiabank Arena. This is a team that really wants to get a city that really wants to get a WNBA franchise here in the near future.
Ashlyn Shade has the hot hand and keeps it rolling. Ashlyn Shade is on fire in the north. Does not fall for Karipe. KK Arnold flying. Connecticut's freshmen are shining.
Of them, Aaliyah Edwards, Aubrey Griffin, really playing well together at the 4-5, right on cue. A little high-low action, easy bucket.
Here's Edwards, feeling right at home. Aaliyah Edwards. Her roommate at that Florida event was Nika Mule. And Mule started that sequence that led to Edwards. Parker, the Huskies can hold it for the final shot of the quarter if they'd like. Ashlyn Shade, scalding.
Transition here.
They get it in. Edwards showing off in the opening quarter with 10 points. Here's Caden Samuels. The Huskies freshmen have also been terrific.
So that she's able to do that without fouling over the back.
Shade hasn't missed. Ashlyn Shade 6 for 6 with 16 points.
4 of 4 from deep. I don't even think she's hit the rim. It's just been swish after swish.
Now Edwards, she is a freight train. Aaliyah Edwards can do it all.
The point center, Aaliyah Edwards going coast to coast, getting the rebound, looking easy, looking smooth in transition, one-handed finish.
Hall, and now Mule. Caden Samuels catch and shoot. The Huskies can't miss from downtown. Oh, wow. Griffin in transition, and that's the vision of Mule. And really dominated the Maryland game with those 6 steals, 31 against UCLA. Amazing to think she comes off that injury, and it's just fantastic. Paige Beckers, the All-American. And now a steal.
Man.
Paige Mania.
Oh, heat check.
Caden Samuels is there.
You know, UNC, Marquette, Creighton, but they're really showing intensity and quickness and a sense of togetherness. I mean, it just rolls on. Will this freshman class miss a shot here in Toronto? Gino may have to schedule every game here.
That's the storyline, because you talk about the stats count. This doesn't count in the net rankings or towards UConn's NCAA resume, but they have not missed a shot. KK Arnold is 8 for 8. 8 for 8 with 16 points, and Carly Clark will call a timeout. Just joining us, we're at the Mattamy Athletic Center in Toronto, Canada. Caden Samuels knocking it down, so she got redemption the next possession.
You did something that you talked about at the half. Credit to Carly Clark, who we had the pleasure of talking to, but Ashlyn Shade. Let's double check. Is she still perfect? Yep, that'll make it 7 for 7 for the freshman. It's setting up her body so that she doesn't need a lot of time once she gets that pass.
That line. Now Arnold hits it
Come on,
home.
ladies. But we haven't had any Huskies yet. I'm certain we'll be getting one of them soon. Caden Samuels. I think she just apologized for shooting. I think her coaching staff wanted them to keep running the play, but she switched it. A little bit of homework. I saw that the Maple Leafs won 11 Stanley Cup titles between 1932 and 1967, as Ice Brady gets one to go.
It's a grocery store. Become a town, a national center for all kinds of things. It's a centerpiece of this area.
Aaliyah Edwards probably looked up to a player like Kia Nurse in that way. A Canadian national team who played at UConn is here tonight, rebounding-wise and defensive-wise. And she's shooting better than 55% this season. There she is.
Into Aaliyah Edwards. A homecoming to remember for Aaliyah. You talk about Creighton, and they've got a big 3 of their own.
Emma Ronsick has been putting up insane numbers for the Jays.
Hit the final seconds on Aaliyah Edwards' homecoming night in Canada. Connecticut puts on a show, and listen to the applause. The Huskies head into the holiday break, winners of 5 in a row.
Really impressive. What a special night for Aaliyah Edwards. Thank her to bringing us here to Canada as well. A talented overall performance for the Huskies.
An amazing night at Mattamy Athletic Center, Maple Leaf Gardens. Great to be with all of you. For my partner Kim Adams, I'm John Fanta. After the break, we'll send it to Mike Hill in LA. Thanks for watching.